Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all already know what it is, man. MCXPRadio here on the BGSE network doing it again like we always do. A Reed is in the building. My man Broken, aka Brian, is in the building. We are here, we are live. We did it last week on Saturday, but I didn't get busy this week, baby. So we're gonna bring it to you here on Friday. Lots stuff to talk about. Brian got his opinions and I got my opinions, man. I can't wait to get into the show. So without further ado, baby, let's get this game started. Let's go. Swagger pimp, yeah. Can't now another dude like me. Yeah. Okay, it goes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rocking. It's time for hip hop. On they reach watch, no sir, not for show. No bars made up of fairy tales. I'm trying for the tragedy, I know it well. So put your hands up in the air just for the winners. A peace sign, the pimps, the prostitutes, the sinners. We all deserve a second chance, but we products of illusion and victims of our own circumstance. Apply the pressure, I bet you can. Live the life that you love, shout out to Rand. Love the life that you live, shout out again. It ain't a tough pill to swallow once you comprehend. Yeah, man. What's up? What's up, everybody? How you doing? Hope your Friday is going all right. We like to chill over here in the Friday evening here at the MCXP radio over here in the man cave. Man Cave Express. It's kind of hard for me to get my words out tonight. I don't know what the hell going on, but I'm glad to be here. I'm glad that you people are here to join me, kick it with me. You are officially kicking it in the Friday Man Cave again here on BGSE Network. Please make sure you guys are subscribing, make sure you hit the bell, all of that good stuff for the notifications. Not just my show, but all the shows that we do have here on the network, because you can always get in tune with us, man. Please, while the show is going live, I say it all the time. Please post your comments up, man. I will definitely put your comments in the mix. We can talk, have a good time, all of that good stuff, man. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. It is what it is. Brian, my man, you are here in the building as always, and I appreciate you, brother, for taking the time out to kick it with your boy, man. Cause I know you ain't got to do it, man, but I appreciate it. I know, and I think you really enjoy this pod and shit, bro. I really do, bro. And I appreciate that, my nigga. Oh, he just you just gonna cut the mic off?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't like this shit, man. I hate this shit, dog. I hate doing
Whatever,
this.
man.
Nah, man. I love it. Yeah, man. This shit is dope. Oh yeah.
It's all good, man. Y'all know what it
Yeah.
is, baby. Let's
I love being here. I love being here, man.
I like it too, bro. I'm glad you enjoy it with me, man. Let's get into it, people. Y'all ready? Let's get into Avery's 3 points. Let's go. Ooh, I love this part. 3 points, man, where we really get our discussion on and we talk and we talk and we talk. We put all of our interest and everything into these topics and whatnot. Sometimes Brian knows what I'm talking about. Sometimes he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I like to give him, a chance to get himself together, but sometimes I just want to just put it on, pause, but just hit him with the left field. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get into it. I want to get into it. I want to get into it. So let's go. So for my first topic today, Brian, you ready for this?
I don't know what I'm ready for, but yeah, sure. Stay ready.
Let's talk, man. Number one, can Team USA win the gold medal this year? Now, you see, I'll put 1A because I have another question that's going to tie into this. But can Team USA win the gold this year? Now, I was trying to find a picture that has all of them. I did find a picture for every one of the players that are on this team, but for some reason, it was a picture that I just could not save and put up. But it is what it is. But these guys, all five of these guys, are on the team. You've got Anthony Davis, you've got Kevin Durant, of course, LeBron James, Steph Curry, you have Devin Booker. But along with those guys, you did have Kawhi Leonard, who's no longer part of the team anymore. Got replaced with White. What is it, Jalen White? I think that's his name From Boston Celtics, you have
Derek.
Derek White. Derek White. That's the guy right there. You've got Jason Tatum. You've got Joel Embiid. You got Bam Adebayo. You have Anthony Davis. You got Jrue Holiday. You got Tyrese Halliburton, along with these five guys that you see. Look,
Wait, you haven't? Did you name the guy that's been leading the team in scoring every game so far?
no, they only play one game, bro. What are you talking about?
They've only played. You sure they only played one game?
They only played one game. That was against Canada.
They only played one game.
As
Well,
far as I know, they only played one game.
isn't
I ain't,
isn't what's his name leading the team though?
who?
Didn't he lead the team?
Who?
What's his name? I can't think of his name. He's not my favorite player.
Okay, well then I don't know who you're talking about, bro.
It was from Minnesota.
Anthony Davis?
Anthony
I
Davis
mean
plays for.
Anthony. No,
Anthony
Anthony.
Davis plays
Anthony.
for the Lakers.
What
Anthony
is this
Davis
motherfucker
plays
name,
for the Los
man?
Angeles Lakers.
Not Anthony Davis. You know who I'm talking
Edwards,
about, Ant
Edwards,
Man.
Anthony
Edwards.
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 Yeah,
Edwards.
yeah. He was leading the
No,
team, right? He led the team in scoring, right?
I guess so. From what he's saying, that he believes that he's the number one option of the team. Those were his words, bro. Those were his words. He said he believes that he's the number one option. He said he believes that this team was constructed around him. You didn't hear the interview? That's what he said. He's the
Yeah,
number one option
yeah. I
over
saw
Kevin
it.
Durant, over Jason Tatum,
I
over
saw a little.
LeBron, over Steph,
I saw a
over
little bit of
AD.
it. I saw a little bit of it, and those comments are funny to me. Yes, that's why I'm laughing because it's funny.
I'm not going to put this man down. I love the fact that he exudes his confidence. I do, bro. I really, really do. I believe. Look, he exudes a lot of confidence. He feel like he's going to be the future of the NBA, and probably rightfully so, man. Anthony Edwards is a beast. He is a definite beast. But I don't know. I don't know. Any five of those guys can be starters. Any
Wait,
five
so
of
they
those guys,
played. So the only game they played so far is against Canada.
I believe so. Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking for the box score right now.
I believe it was like 86-70 something.
Okay,
But I don't know necessarily who. I didn't get to watch the game. I didn't see. I didn't
86,
necessarily care.
86-72.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who was the leading scorer for Team USA?
For Team USA. Uh, why do they make that? Why do they make these stats always? It looks like Anthony Edwards led the team with 13 points.
Okay.
Yeah, and Curry had 12. Drew Holiday had 11.
Okay.
Booker had.
You never really truly expect any of these because you have nothing but
Uh,
everybody
um,
that's on the team is pretty much the star of their team. Everybody that's
um,
on the team USA is the star of their whatever team that
three
they
of
play
the
for.
three of the starters had a negative plus minus.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The only two starters had a good plus minus was Drew and Booker with 2 and 1. Anthony Edwards had a plus 12. Anthony Davis plus 15.
Could this team win the gold, man?
They
The
can
team that they
they
have
can
constructed.
yes, they can win the gold. They any team we put out there can win the gold almost. But this team specific, we should always win the gold. But this team specifically can win the gold. Yes, it can. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that should be an easy answer. Look who they got on the fucking team. I mean, everybody you name. I mean, plus Halliburton and Bam Adebayo and yeah,
It's a hell of a squad. It is
Joel
a
Embiid. Joel Embiid. I mean,
it's a hell of a
so
team.
so our starters was Drew, Steph, Joel Embiid, LeBron, and Booker. Those were the starters in this game against Canada.
I feel like the starters are gonna switch every game.
Okay. That may be true. That I was because I was going to ask you, are we starting the correct players? Is that the correct starting lineup?
I mean, you get any five of those guys could be starters in any given like. You have a plethora of starting lineups that you can do with this team. A
So I
plethora.
guess we're going with coach. We're going to trust the coaches in terms of who they matching up against, who we're playing. So we're going
I,
to trust the
I
coaches to.
guess.
I
I guess,
that's
but to me, how much film do these teams really have on the other
I
countries?
mean,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
mean, we
To me,
probably
like
we
it's like the
probably we probably only have film on players, and that's probably NBA players. But yeah, we won't have film on the actual team. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So I feel
yeah,
like it's kind of like a glory, like it's almost like glorified pickup games.
yeah. I mean, they have more film on us than we would have on them, right? I mean, they can scout every single one of our players like very
Yeah,
easily.
yeah, but they would have to do the same thing. They would have to look at this team and then watch that player, and look at this team and watch the player. Look at this team and watch their player. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
Instead of they haven't seen these guys in the collective.
they probably watch a lot of basketball. Period. So I mean, it'd just kind of be easy to scout us versus these other countries, especially with non NBA players.
When it comes to the Olympics, this is probably the one time that I feel like everybody in the US collectively comes together and roots for one team. And on the team that you root for is the United States because you want to see the United States bring home the gold. Now, say what you want. Maybe it's a dickish move because I know we've won gold in many of times. You know what I'm saying? In many of sports, especially when it comes to the Olympics. But this is the one time that I feel like every 4 years that everybody collectively comes together and we're just like, hey, USA, let's do the damn thing. I know, look, I know I'm gonna watch some games. I'm gonna be rooting for them. I know for damn sure. I want our country to kind of bring it home. But I'm just saying this because we've had USA teams in the past not bring home the gold. Okay, that's why I'm asking: are you super confident that this team can win the gold?
Yes, I mean I'm always super confident. I guess until they lose, I just who is their biggest competition? I don't know. I'm not even sure which of these other foreign squads have actually a good team. Who has a good
That
team?
I don't know, but I know
Who are we
Wembenyama's
worried about?
with France.
Okay, so
I
France,
know
I guess.
France.
Who?
France
Spain.
probably got some pieces. Spain usually has some pieces. Um,
Yeah, I don't
hmm.
even know. I don't even know who we worried about, and I guess that's the arrogance of United States fans is that we don't even really be caring of you know about
Yeah,
who's on
yeah,
these other teams. Like we don't even really care.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm sitting here saying we're gonna win, and I don't even know who we playing against.
I've got to look at the pool. I think I've got to look at the pool of who they're going to be matched up with and everything like that. But yeah, yeah, definitely. I look at the squad and I feel like, hey, we got some heavy hitters. We got some guys, even though it's LeBron's last leg and probably his last time that you'll ever see him be on the Olympic team. Hey, I don't
Okay,
see why not, man. I don't see
now
why not.
this Canada team. I mean, look at this Canada team. Canada had R.J. Barrett. These are their starters: R.J. Barrett, Dylan Brooks, Dwight Powell, Shea Gilgis Alexander, Jamal Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Off the bench, they had Kelly Olynyk, Lou Dort,
Mm-hmm.
Trey Lyles, Andrew Nemhard. Uh,
Okay, Canada can make some noise.
some of these other dudes, I don't really know. After
Canada look like
after
they can make some noise.
after Lyles and Nembhard, I honestly never really heard of the rest of these guys. But
They look like they can make some noise. Okay. Okay, but let's go, Team USA. Let's see. Go ahead and pull the gold. But I have a secondary answer to this. Well, a secondary question to this.
Hmm.
Is this current team that we do have, and shout out to everybody that's tuning in, please put your comments. Do you believe that this Team USA can win the gold? Basketball team, that is. But I got a part two to this question because the sportscaster, I was looking on my Twitter and this guy, Nick Wright, I don't pay too much attention to some of the shit that he says because a lot of the stuff that he says is quite left field. But he actually had the nerve. It really is. But he actually had the nerve to say that this team that you're looking at, this team that we have representing the United States is better than this team that I have on the screen.
Nick
Now
Wright
what
always be.
now what you are looking at, people, is the 1992 USA basketball team, aka the Dream Team, aka the greatest team that was ever assembled. Mine is a Christian Leitner, but hey, he was on the squad. But look at all the people that were part of this team, people. From the great Michael Jordan to Larry Bird to
But
Magic Johnson,
we already know. We know who's on the team. You ain't even gotta
Chris
name
Mullin,
them.
Clyde Drexler, John Stockton,
Uh,
Scottie Pippen, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Carl Malone, Charles Barkley. Look, what? Okay, whatever.
Nick Wright has always been about recency bias, like to me. So like he's always been a recency guy. So he's one of the people who believe the current generation is better than the '90s. They got that, you know, how the youngsters, you know, a bag. All the players got a bag. The '90s players didn't have a bag. They were playing against way less competition. Jordan played against plumbers and electricians, all that type of slander. You know
Fuck
what I'm
out of here.
saying? So
Fuck out of
Nick
here.
Wright is kind of in. He's in that. You know, what I mean, Nick thinks LeBron is the GOAT. So almost any team you put LeBron on, he's probably gonna act like that's the greatest team ever. So that's Nick. I'm not sure if it's. I think part of it is hot takes. I'm not sure if he really truly believes that. Nick is smart. He's not a dumb person, but
No, no, no.
I think some of it is hot. I think that that particular take got to be a hot take. I'm not. That's a grift.
Better than
I
the
don't.
fucking Dream Team.
I don't think he believes that. I don't think he believes
Better than the Dream Team, people.
that.
If you were alive around 1992, you witnessed greatness. You witnessed greatness.
Let me see that
Okay.
dream team pick again. Let me see that dream team pick again.
Bam. We witnessed greatness at that time.
Dude,
And I remember,
this current team can't handle a young David Robinson,
no,
in his prime Malone, Patrick Ewing, like
no,
this, like
no.
the bigs on that dream team would destroy the bigs on
Destroy.
this, just destroy the
Destroy.
bigs on this team. Like
Now, let me,
the bigs on this current team can't hang with that team.
nigga, Charles Barkley would be knocking them out the motherfucking paint.
Yeah,
Scottie Pippen
yeah,
would be dunking on their ass.
yeah. No, the bigs, dude. That team is too. The dream team is too big for this team. They too big for this team defensively, and we're talking about Olympic basketball too. That's
Yes.
another. This is not current NBA. I'm getting fouled on every play basketball. I'm flopping every play. I'm trying to draw fouls every single play basketball. That's not what
This the back when
Olympics
you can
is.
hand check.
That's not what the. But even if they played in current Olympic rules, this team is not playing the Olympic team with NBA refs and NBA rules. They playing Olympic ball.
Yeah.
That older team is more. is more calibrated to Olympic basketball than this team is. Like none of the players we field today are are calibrated to Olympic ball like any of the older players are. Olympic ball is different. It's more physical. They call the game straight up and down. They're not giving you all the bullshit fouls. They're not giving you superstar treatment just because, all your players are superstars from the US.
Incredible team. Now, I know this is a side note, but I know you watched the Last Dance uh documentary with Michael and
Yes.
everybody like that.
Yes, sir.
Isaiah Thomas said that he wasn't a part of this squad. He got put off for whatever reason. He said that he was qualified for it. Hearing him talk
I
about it,
I felt that
I
I
kind of
met
agree.
the criteria. I felt that I met the criteria that 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 needed to be met for the B to be on the team, but I wasn't on the
I
team.
mean, I
I just
somewhat agree. Isaiah is a legit. But if there's anyone on this squad that you would take off for Isaiah Thomas, who would it be?
Christian Laettner.
But for some reason, they had.
That's
I
a
think that
easy.
was back then when
That's a
they had to.
easy. That's easy. Christian Laettner.
But
That's
wasn't
very
that
easy.
back then when they had to put like a somebody that was coming out of college on there or something like that? I don't know what that was.
One college player. I don't know if that was a
Yeah.
rule. I mean that's probably something internally that they made up. That's not. Come on, bro. They can put anybody on the team they want. I don't. Is there a rule for that? Like,
I don't know
so
then.
are we gonna tell Russia that they have to put this particular player on it? Like, they can't put all their pros on their basketball team. We got like, what are we doing? Where are we telling the rest of the world who they can put on? Nah, that was some internal Team USA shit. It's probably some made up shit, an excuse for why they kept Isaiah off the team. Well,
I
let's put
personally,
this.
I personally believe that a lot of them just didn't fuck with Isaiah like that.
Well, it was Jordan.
Well, we know
Jordan did.
Jordan. We of course we know Jordan, but I'm talking about everybody else on the team, man.
I
They
don't.
probably felt that
Well,
he
they
might have
didn't.
had like he was a bad vibe or something like that.
Well, I mean, he got along with Magic, but who knows who else he got along? Who else he did not get along with? I don't. Bird probably had no love lost for him. They battled each other in the Eastern playoffs for years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Bird probably had no love lost for him. Jordan obviously didn't. And I mean, I never seen him kicking it with Charles Barkley. Like, I mean, I think he's been on Inside the NBA a few times, so maybe Barkley don't, not hold nothing against him currently. But I mean, who knows who with the intern. I mean, I don't know if he had major beef with any of those guys except Jordan. We know there was major beef there. Now,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe some of the other guys weren't like as vocal enough standing up for him. Like, okay, I don't really have nothing against him, but I mean, I'm not gonna put my neck out to make sure he gets on this team. No,
Now
like,
let's understand the beef. Before we move on, let's just real side note. Let's understand the beef now because for a long time the Pistons was talking all the hot shit and they was beating up Michael and the Bulls and everything like that.
right.
When Michael finally won against them,
No, before you get there, while they were beating up Michael would always shake their hands
yeah, and he was, and he did,
when
and
he
he did,
lost. When he
he did.
lost,
He showed
he wasn't
sportsmanship.
he wasn't a poor loser.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now when they
Now,
finally win, the Bulls
right,
finally win and beat them.
right.
They attempt to shake their hands, but from all I know, the Pistons
Well, there's
literally
video.
ran off the court.
Yeah, there's video of
There's
it. The
video.
Pistons
They ran off the court, did not shake hands, did not want to
nope,
do anything with that.
didn't acknowledge it at all. They
Didn't
walked
acknowledge it at all. That is sore.
every single one of them walked straight off the court.
Yeah, that was sore loser. That was sore loser. So that's piss poor on the Pistons to not even acknowledge that. That's piss poor. Seriously.
It might have been one or two Pistons that stayed out there to shake his hand. But I know Isaiah, Bill Laimbeer, Dumars,
That dirty ass nigga, Dumars,
all of them walked straight off.
Sally, all of them.
All of
Yeah.
all of them walked straight off.
Yeah, yeah. So Just get that. So maybe that had something to do with him not being a part of that shit. That's just probably
I
just alone.
100% that had something to do with it. 100% that had something to do with it.
Okay.
100% that had something to do with why he was not on that team.
Okay. I feel you. I feel you. Let's go to point number two, man. Point number two, man. Um, recent NFL story that popped out. I don't know if you people know this happened a couple weeks ago, but Jamarcus Russell stealing money from his high school, from his alma mater high school. Now, people
What?
do not know. Yes, you didn't know. So Jamarcus Russell is considered probably, if not the biggest NFL bust to ever, probably in the history of the sport. Now, I don't necessarily like to call people bust, but he had a bust-like career.
Arguable,
Got
arguably, but I got a bigger bust, but he is arguably. I believe Ryan Leaf is the biggest bust
yeah, Ryan Leaf had a bad stint too. Yeah, he had a bad stint too. But Jamarcus Russell was a
in the
coach over.
conversation.
Yeah, he was a coach at his old high school. Story came out that he asked somebody, believe a sponsorship for money to help with the school's weight room, help them get, new weight room facility and stuff like that. They wrote them a check for $74,000. Excuse me. And Jamarcus Russell supposedly deposited this money into his bank account and also took out about $55,000 for himself.
Whoa,
Yes. He is no longer a part of the high school.
whoa.
I don't know.
Did
I
and
believe some kind
never
of legal actions are coming down.
and he never built the locker room or anything. He never.
Of course, he didn't build the locker room. Of course, he
I mean,
stole
I think
80%.
I
Damn
think that
it.
was I think that was implied in the story. I just wanted to
That's
clarify.
yeah,
I just wanted
yeah.
to make sure. I just wanted to make sure.
Quite crazy, quite crazy indeed. Um, this is a guy who said that during his injuries in the NFL, he would drink a lot of lean, to help him with his injuries. And people that don't know what the lean are, that's that codeine drink that's been famous down here in the South. Um,
I mean,
yo,
he had a multi-million dollar contract.
a multi-million dollar contract. Was number one draft pick for the um, Raiders at the time, and blew it all away. Blew it all away. And now he's stealing money from the high school. I don't know if this is about as worse as what's his name, Brett Favre's involvement with his shit. Um, but damn, man, damn, Jamarcus.
I mean, that's you a dirtbag for stealing from high school. You stealing from high school kids? That's an ultimate dirtbag move right there. That's dirt baggish.
It's crazy to me how,
And that's not a lot of money. That's how broke is this man?
but that's what I'm saying. It's crazy to me how professional players and professional athletes make millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, money that we would never atone. Like the average person will never atone to that type of money ever in life, and they throw it all away on stupid shit.
Is where did he how was he raised, man? Where did he come from? What was his family situation like? Did he come from poverty? Unfortunately, all of that matters. What's his education level? What is his financial awareness level? That's why it happens to these players. We're talking about players who come from impoverished conditions. Majority of the time, not
Hmm.
all, not all. Obviously, some come from middle and upper class families, and middle and upper class Black families. But a lot of players do, come from the so-called hood, or they come from, more impoverished situations, and they never seen that type of money in their life. And at very young ages, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, they're given millions of dollars to play with, and they run through it with bad lifestyle choices, Also, they get scammed by hangers on
Mm,
and
mm.
unscrupulous financial advisors who know that these players don't know anything about money, and they hand over the keys to their accounts to people who don't mean them any good, and that's another way they lose money because of bad investments and bad financial advice, and sometimes it's malicious at
Yeah.
financial advice that they're getting from these guys, from their own agents, and from guys their agents brought in and told them, hey, listen to this guy. He'll tell you where to put your money or how to make it into more money.
Yeah. 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 I mean, all you really can attest to it is bad decisions and bad lifestyles and letting the hangers on and the outside of it all kind of just take its toll on you. I know even Vince Young, man, Vince Young, wonderful quarterback for Texas, man. Won the Heisman Trophy, won the national championship against USC. He even had a kind of tumultuous career in the NFL with his money being spent. I think he went on record talking about how much money he spent on, well, just all the money that he was giving away for family and friends and everything like that. So, and no, and a lot of these players don't have people in their corners advising them how to be smart when it comes to this type of money. Because rarely, and very rarely, it seems like you don't see um, players they end up retiring. Um, you don't see them necessarily having something set up on the end, or something set up on the outside. Once it's all said and done, because you're not going to play in the league forever, and everybody's time is different. Some people can last in the double digits. Some people only last in single digits. Some people can only play maybe a year or two, season ending injury, whatever the case may be. So it's important that these people get some kind of knowledge and get somebody in their corner to help them with their finances and be smart. But again, kind of like you said, man, it's very hard to kind of find somebody like that when people are looking at you as a cash cow. You know, um, I can make more money on this person, soaking up their ends while they get more broke. But I can basically people out there just stealing your money and making you do bad investments and bad deals and stuff like that. So, um, but
It's
I
kind of it's
digress.
kind of amazing. It's kind of amazing how you have older players from the late '80s, early '90s, and stuff like that, or maybe even before that, who are in better financial condition
They're
and
still thriving.
never
And think about that
and never made close in
to
their
what these
careers
guys are. Think
to the
about that,
amount
bro.
to the amount of money. If some of these players on their very first contract made more money than the older players saw in their entire careers, or even just
Facts.
in a few years, they made two contracts and they've already topped the guy's career earnings, and that is amazing, bro. Like,
Fact.
that's
Fact.
amazing. And you have
Like like
older players who made smart business investments, or they got into business. Look at Magic Johnson, a very successful
mm-hmm,
businessman,
mm-hmm.
you know, and is able to build wealth through business. Not even necessarily through his endorsements. I mean, Magic passed up on Nike, Jordan got it. You know what I'm saying? Magic's fucking endorsement career didn't hit, you know, and he made, some money throughout his career, but I would majority of the money Magic has been post career.
Post career, yeah, definitely, definitely. And that is crazy, bro. That is very crazy to see that. Because like you said, guys are not making nearly as much money as these players are making. Like especially like, man, hell, it's like what a $12,000 deal was fucking amazing back in the day. Now you got guys making 156, 200, 300 something $1 million deals.
I mean, mid level exception is like 9 million.
Big game. What's up, Big game? Big say he said that was my oh hell nah weeks ago. The Jamarcus Russell thing.
Man, with
Yo,
Jamarcus,
man.
yeah, that's
It's
crazy,
just
dude.
crazy.
That's How broke is he still what 50,000 for himself, 74,000? I mean,
Mm.
no, he should have that. He should have that.
Magic invested in things guys wouldn't do. He bought and sold a radio station. Right. I
Yeah.
believe
He
big
owned
game.
theater. He owned movie theater. He owned movie theaters, and he brought one of the first movie theaters to South Central. He had movie theaters at Crenshaw Mall. He had
Didn't he have
restaurants.
investments in 24-hour fitness?
I believe so.
I
I
believe he
believe
did
so.
too. Yeah, I believe he did. 24-hour fitness. And that expanded, of course, across country. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah. Magic made smart moves.
And to be fair, I think a lot of the younger players have become a lot more business savvy. I mean, you can look at a lot of younger players who have been able to hold on to their money. I think there's always going to be a few guys in sports who just wash out and just go broke or whatever and don't handle their money well. I think that's always going to happen. I think that happens in life too, right? Where guys run through money, if it's even on a lower scale. They'll get a settlement from somewhere. They'll get into an accident and they'll get some money and stuff and they'll blow it real fast.
Break it down from the big game. 39% goes to the taxes, 3% to the agent, and Russell was a clown with a lot of jewelry. Yo.
Mm, there you go. Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
That tells you
Well,
right there, man. That tells you right there. Damn, 39% in taxes. That's ridiculous. Oh,
he was in California at the time too. One of the heavily taxed state.
and
So
I even thought I
the
think I
Raiders
saw
were
somewhere
the Raiders were in Oakland at the time.
I think I saw somewhere where you know Jason Tatum just signed his 315 or something like that $1 million deal. But somebody had broke it down and said, "Man, at the end of the day, he's not getting that much because of with all the taxes and shit. He's gonna end up getting maybe 100 something out of that
He
whole
is
fucking deal."
he's in another high tax state in Massachusetts. So,
Oh my
but I mean,
god!
even in the lower, even in some of these states where we claim have lower taxes, they still end up getting taxed a lot of money. Like you still end up getting taxed. Period. It don't matter where you live. You're gonna pay a lot of taxes. Some states property tax is higher. You know what I'm saying? It might not have state tax, but then your property tax. They buy too big. Their houses are too big. They buy too
That's
many
smart. That's smart as
cars.
fuck.
They buy too many cars. They buy several houses for friends and family, and their mothers and their grandma got a house. Their mom got to get a house, and I understand that. I understanding taking care of your family. I will never hate on. I will buy my mom if I could a house immediately after a contract like that. That's the first thing you're gonna do. So I get all that. It's the stuff they do with their personal money. It's their personal
It's
lifestyle.
that
All the
personal
jewelry.
living, yeah,
Yeah, it's their personal
because you get
living.
taxed in every state.
That's where they
Yeah, yeah,
overdo it. Oh yeah, definitely,
yeah,
definitely. Every time, yeah, definitely,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
definitely.
Now, of course, again, it does depend on what state that you in. Um, and it's funny because you say that big game and Clay Thompson, somewhat they said that he kind of got a little convinced to come down to Dallas because of the no state tax that we have here in Dallas. It will here in Texas. But I know, we tax something. We gonna tax something,
Well,
of course.
property Texas. I was just saying, Texas make it back on property taxes. I mean, he don't have to. He don't
Every
have to have.
yes,
He don't have to. He don't have to have his primary home here. He can have a smaller home here. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna pay less property taxes on that. Beyonce and Jay-Z was paying over $1 million in property taxes on one of their properties in California. $1 million
over
a
a
year,
million dollars
over $1 million
in
dollars a
property
year
tax.
in property
Fuck
tax.
that.
In property tax.
That is ridiculous, dude. That is
So
ridiculous.
you have to keep making money. You have to keep
Pretty
making
much.
money, and if you think you're gonna live off your first rookie contract deal for the rest of your life, and you spending money like that, you go out and buy a multi-million dollar home that you have to pay $500, 600, 700, up to $1 million in property tax every single year. It's not gonna happen.
Damn shame. Damn shame. Damn shame. Oh, don't make no damn sense, man. Let's get to point number 3, bro. Let's get to point number 3. MLB All Star is right around the corner. He said it's great for the home games. I love being in Florida when I play. I feel you, bro. Um, yes, MLB All Star is right around the corner. Good to see this, man, here in the state of Texas, here at the home of the World Series champions, the Texas Rangers. Gonna be over here. I'm glad. So please, people, make sure you go out there. If you're here in the area, make sure you try to go out there and see some of the festivities. But this kind of brought me to this question. Which sport do you feel has the best all-star festivities or events? You look at the NBA, we look at the pretty much the three that I pay attention to the most are going to be the MLB, the NBA, and of course the NFL. Now, NFL doesn't necessarily have the All Stars, really the Pro Bowl, but they have the little events and stuff like that. Brian, I guess in your mind or however you feel, which sport do you feel probably has the most entertaining of events when it comes to All Star?
I don't know if people are gonna be surprised for me to say this, but it's kind of still the NBA, even though a lot of people are down on NBA weekend. A lot of fans don't think the NBA All Star Weekend is as exciting as it used to be, and that may be kind of true. But I mean, the 3 point contest is still pretty good. The 3 point contest might be the
It's turned
premier
into the premier event. It has turned
event,
into the premier event.
the premier pre All Star event, All Star game. The premier event before the All Star game. In MLB, the only thing you look at in MLB is the home run derby, which is still great.
Facts.
The home run
Facts.
derby is amazing, but I don't
That's that
I
that
don't
that
even
doesn't
know
change.
I don't even know if they have anything else. I think they do. I mean, they got the little celebrity baseball game, which may
Nobody
be
pays
funny
attention.
sometimes. Nobody pays attention to it. I've watched it a small amount of times over my life.
Nobody
But
pays attention.
you got some comedians out there that make some jokes. Nobody pays attention to it.
I don't watch
The
none of the celebrity game
the
shits.
NBA celebrity game is funny every now and then. I mean, they have some funny people out there. They do some funny stuff, but nobody cares about that. No, the only events we really care about, right, is the 3 point contest, the dunk contest, the home run, the home run derby, and then in football, you only care about the actual Pro Bowl. You don't care about any of their pre stuff either. They had like a little flag game, or I think they was trying to do like some drill
Yeah, the little drill.
competitions.
Okay. In
That
big
fastest
game,
man, that fastest man thing was kind of cool for a while.
big game. Maybe you can attest to this now, since you played in the league, played in the NFL. Now I will agree with you. I will agree with you, Brian. Um, I think the premier event in the NBA is a 3 point contest. I think the slam dunk contest has slumped very down because they used to be the premier event that everybody wants to see, but it has went down, down, down for years. I don't think people are really expecting anything great out of that. When you get to baseball, home run derby, hands down, everybody wants to see that. Who can knock the most home runs out the fucking ballpark? It's fucking classic
Well,
every
which
year.
game? Which game is the best? The MLB All Star Game. The actual best game out of the three is the MLB All Star Game.
I feel you on
That's
that.
that's the best game out of the three.
But I'm gonna say for the NFL, and you had said that the best event is necessarily the Pro Bowl. Well, I don't know if you remember. If you remember back in the gap when they used to have, and I think you kind of mentioned it, whoever was the fastest person. Like it'd be like the fastest DB or whoever, you know what I'm saying? It'd be a pool of 8 guys. or whatever. And you determine who's the fastest guy in the league. You know
That
what
was
I'm
a good
saying?
event. That was a good
That
event.
was a
That
good.
was
They run a quick what? I don't know if it was like a quick 100-yard, 40-yard,
yeah. It was
100-yard
either
dash,
a
something
40
like
or a
that.
100. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we would see something like that. I remember the QB accuracy thing that they had, or
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I
QB
remember that.
accuracy, or who could throw the fucking farthest. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Who had the biggest arm and stuff like that. Like, and
Those
they
were
kind
cool.
and they kind of have variations of it in the NFL. They kind of have variations of it. Um, but that accuracy used to be here, especially with those quarterbacks hitting moving targets and stuff like that. You know, um, this was classic. This was classic. But I think if they can bring it back to something like that, I haven't necessarily been a fan of the 7-on-7 game that they've had. I mean, it's all right, but
Nah.
uh, you know,
Uh,
you know, sometimes I feel like some of these organizations just kind of y'all need to wind back, man. Go back to the old school, how shit used to be. You know what I'm saying? Kind of rejuvenate that shit back again. You know what I'm saying? But
wait. Did Big Game say which one did he say? He said the Pro Bowl is the best.
no, he ain't mentioned anything. Big
Oh,
game. Yeah,
okay. Oh, okay.
I'm trying to see if he gonna respond on he. But yeah, man.
Which one did you say was the best?
Out of all of them,
Yeah, which sport has the best All Star festivities or events? What was your choice?
it used to be NBA
Okay.
because slam dunk contest was the one thing that I've always wanted. Like I always paid attention to. We had, and you know what I'm saying, we used to have dunks, like great dunks. It feels like this is the crazy part. It feels like the dunks are so wild and outlandish now. Like you can't even get crunk. Like I
Okay.
just used
Well,
to
I
like.
don't.
I just used
I
to.
think the players are too nonchalant, man, in the dunk contest now. Like they just monotone. They don't hype the crowd up. They don't get hype after they make a dunk.
And
Like
then
the players are not making it. The
and
players
then
don't make the
it's
dunk
nobody
contest.
that you want to see in a dunk contest.
I mean
You
that
know what I'm saying?
too. Well, because the
No,
superstar,
no.
that
You
too, kind
want
of.
to see the superstar dunkers in the
Yeah,
dunk contest. You
yeah,
want to see the
yeah,
superstar guys. You
yeah.
want to see that.
Okay, but if it's not the NBA, who is it? You still ain't naming who has the best.
To
If
me,
it
right
used
now,
to,
it's MLB.
it's MLB. Okay, gotcha.
I'm saying MLB. Big Game
Okay.
says it's NBA than MLB. He says the NFL All Star sucks.
Yeah,
I respect.
I can't disagree with that.
I respect it. I respect it, man. I respect it. I think, but I do agree with you. I do think the MLB All Star is probably the best All Star game out of all of them. NBA could be better. NBA All Star game used to be great, but the fact that they don't even try, they don't try.
Well, they don't start playing for real until like the last four
Man,
minutes of the
fuck
game,
that,
man. The
man.
last five
That
minutes
should
of the
be the
game.
greatest pickup game that we have ever seen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They ain't saying that they got to play like 100%, but you know, they could play about 60, 70% all the way up leading up to the fourth quarter when it gets like tough. Yeah, you know, start locking it down right there. But I at least want to see some type of competition between quarters 1 through 3. Something.
Bro, and one of the reasons why the MLB All Star Game was so important a few years ago, they've changed that recently. I don't know when they changed
I
it
think I
back,
know what you're gonna say. I think I know what
but
you're gonna say.
they had the MLB All Star Game is versus the American League versus the National League,
Right.
and
Right.
the winner of that game had
Had
home
home field
field
advantage. Yep.
advantage in the World Series.
Yep.
That is
Yep.
crazy. That the
Yep.
winner of that All Star game determined the World Series. Who had home field in the world?
Facts though.
That when that was going on, that game was like
Live,
super competitive, like
live.
even though the American League kept beating on the National League almost
Yes,
every single
sir.
year, almost every single year. And I'm a National League guy, man.
I'm
Like,
American League all day, dog. American
man,
League all
man.
day.
I used to
Look at
hate
American
that,
League.
dog. I
American
used to
League
hate
all
that.
day, bro. Yes,
And
sir.
The National League was supposed to be known for pitching, and then our pitchers get out there and get raked. Our hitters get out there and can't hit. It's like, oh, come
American
on,
League go
man.
hard, boy.
Come on, National League. Come on, man.
American League go hard, bro.
Come
American
on,
League is like
man.
the West in the NBA, and the
Hey,
National League is like the East.
man, they ain't that hard, man. Stop it. They ain't that
It
hard.
is what it is, man.
American
Y'all
League ain't
know.
that hard. American League
Don't
ain't
hate,
that
bro.
hard.
Don't hate. Congratulate, brother. Don't hate.
American
Congratulate.
American League
Don't
ain't
hate.
that hard,
Congratulate.
man. They ain't that hard,
Y'all
man.
know what
Fuck
it
them
is. Y'all,
niggas.
that's my 3 points, man. If you agree or disagree, man, please make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the bell, all of that good stuff. Represent the BGSC Network, MCXP Radio, doing what we do. We going up to the next point, man. Another one of my favorites, winners and losers. Let's hit it. Winners and losers, y'all. Winners and losers, man. In the segment I made up. Well, I like to give a shout out to those that deserve to be winners. And I give a shout out to those who deserve to be losers. Brogan had an interesting loser last week. Was really going in on Ryan Garcia and his issues and things of that nature.
Classic. That was one of my classic MCXP rants. That was a classic MCXP rant right there, in
You
my
went in.
opinion. That was
You
my
went in,
classic.
sir.
That was my classic rant.
You went in, sir. I
I'm
will give
very
you that.
proud. I'm very proud of that rant, actually.
Look, salute, salute. It's all good. So let's get into it. My winners, this whole collectively, my winners is everyone that is repping the team USA in the Olympics this year. Because I gotta say this, man, it takes a special. You got to be a special talent to be a part of the United States Olympic team. Number one is you not only just have to have a name, but you got to exude what the United States pretty much stands for. I know that it is quite difficult, and some of these people, yeah. When you look at the NBA, these guys play year after year after year after year, and then every 4 years they get decided, that they can sit there and play and get put on the team. When you look at something like gymnastics or you look at swimming and stuff like that, you know, I don't know if they're necessarily having competitions on an everyday basis, or I mean, on an every year basis, but you know, if you're taking 4 years to just train and get yourself together just for this one moment, and you get picked to be a part of that USA Olympic team, that has got to be one of the greatest honors in sports, and whatever the case may be. Um,
Yeah,
so
to
shout out
represent to
to
represent your
represent your
country.
country. To
Yeah.
represent your country, that's fucking amazing. That is for real. So I tip my hat to every single person, past, present, that has been able to wear that country of the United States on your chest and represent, like we know you need to, man. I actually, man, took some time to watch some of the men's gymnastics trials and stuff like that. As these guys, whole group of American guys, man, trying to vie for spots, man, and it's fucking incredible, man, to see these guys doing flips and balance beams and hanging on fucking rings and doing flips and doing all of these kind of back handsprings and whatnot, man, and everybody competing with each other, man, just to represent the country.
Right. Which one you like the best? Which one? Which of those the men's events? I like that. I like what is the name of that? The one with the it's like the bull bars. Is that the name? What's the name? The one with uh you know, they jump on there. It got the two sides. It's the bars, and they be like they spin around it, and then they got to flip off of it at the end. What's the name of
Uh,
that? It's not the balance beam. It's not. What's the name of that one?
the one that has the small bar and then the tall bar,
No, not that one.
or the
Not
one that
that
has the
one.
two bars right, like side by side.
Yeah, side by side. I think it's like two. It's two ring. It's four rings, right? And it's like a. It's like bulls. It's kind of like two. I can't think of the name of that event.
You talking about the one where they're hanging?
Nah. They're using their hands to push up on it. I'm trying to let me look. I gotta
You talking
look
about
this
that
up.
big ass tan?
Yes, it's two of them. It's two like tan or brown bull looking things.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know the name of it. Damn it! Why you had to say this? Let me see.
Yeah, here it is. Oh no, it's one of them. It's only one. It's not two of them side by side. It's only one. What's the name of that? What is the name of this event? I can see the picture, but they're not showing the name of the actual event.
The pommel horse. Pommel horse.
Yes, that one. That one. I like that
The
one.
pommel horse.
That's yeah, I like that one, bro. They be getting active on
I
that.
think
You
that's
need
the one you're
strength.
talking about.
You know how strong you gotta be to do some of the shit they be doing. They be doing on that. That one is crazy.
Yo, I'm just saying.
The uneven bars is crazy too, though. Those uneven bars. That one is crazy too.
You have to have some of the most incredible strength to do anything in gymnastics. And believe it or not, man, y'all can say whatever you want. Events that I watch when the Olympics come, I'm watching track and field. Of course, I'm watching basketball. I'm watching gymnastics, men's and women's, because your strength is just incredible to be able to do that. I'm watching swimming.
Yeah,
Um,
swimming be real. Swimming be real. Swimming be real.
like, I'm not lying, bro. Like,
the
I get
diving, the
excited.
diving, hey, the diving
The
competitions be real
diving
too.
competitions be,
The platform diving is crazy. That dude, imagine jumping from that high, man, and doing
bro,
all them tricks, and then
bro.
and you still gotta land in the pool right though. Like your
Yes,
landing,
man.
the
Yes.
landing matters. The landing all that matters. Like and you go in with no splash, like you go in with no splash at all. Like that's cold.
There are
That's like
some new events in the Olympics. They have added skateboarding, sport climbing, surfing, and break dancing.
mm,
So those will definitely be
mm.
something that I may pay attention to. Sport
Dog,
climbing,
the USA is gonna lose in breakdancing, dog. They finally put breakdancing in when we don't breakdance no more, dog. We gonna lose. We not winning that. You know that, right? The inventors of breakdancing is not gonna win breakdancing. I hope you know we not winning that.
we gonna see. We
We
gonna
not
see,
winning.
bro.
USA is not winning breakdancing, bro.
Are
I
they
don't
gonna
think that's
televise it? That's the thing. I want to know if they're gonna be televised.
happening. Probably
Because
on
if they
the on
televise, I'm watching. If they
on one of
televise,
them
I'm watching.
on one of them streaming services. Probably it ain't going. It's not gonna be on the
It ain't gonna
free.
be on the national level.
Yeah, it ain't national.
It's
Yeah,
probably gonna
that
be
ain't
like
gonna.
on a third party sister station or something like that. They're
Yeah,
gonna be showing it.
Peacock or something. It's gonna be on. It's gonna be
Probably.
somewhere else.
Yeah,
Somewhere else.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But definitely, man, I'm looking forward to it. The Olympics actually start, I believe. Excuse me, I think it's the 25th, 26th, something like that. When it starts officially, man. So definitely, y'all, I'm gonna be in the mix. Like I said, man, I get kind of crunk around this time, man, because I just want to see USA do their thing. But it's amazing just to see all the different levels of competition, man. Especially, man, track and field. Track and field be having me on the edge of my seat, man.
Oh yeah,
Real talk. Real talk.
yeah, yeah. I
Real
love it.
talk. You know what I'm saying? So
The
shout out
long
to
jump,
every single person.
the long jump, the triple jump.
Yeah.
All them
Yeah.
events are dope.
Yeah. Man, I actually met fuck. I forgot his name. To the Olympic track team. Olympic.
What event? What event?
It was track. It was track. Olympic track team means I want to say
A sprinter? A
I want to
runner?
say 98. Yeah, it was a runner, man. I actually got this dude's autograph, man. The funny part, I met him. He sold my dad his the Jeep that he got right now.
Okay.
And I took a picture with him and he said his name and it fucking clicked. And I was like, yo, ain't you wait a minute, bro. Ain't you hold on.
He was like, yeah, yeah, that's me.
Drummond. That's who it was. Olympic runner Drummond, something like that. Cause he did with that's him, John Drummond.
Okay.
Yes, it is. John Drummond. Because he ran with what's your boy? Green?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. John Drummond. Sure was. Sure was. I
Oh
looked.
yeah, oh yeah. I remember him. I remember
Yes,
him.
I
I
got a
remember
picture
this
of him in
dude.
my phone, bro. I got a picture of him in my
Yeah,
phone. I'm gonna send it to you, bro. I'm gonna
I
send it
remember
to
this
you.
dude. Yeah, I remember this
Yes,
dude. Yeah,
man. Yeah,
yeah.
1996, man. He was on that relay team. Man, because I looked at him and I said, wait. He said, John Drummond. I looked at him. I said, Drummond. I said, man, I know you, man. And I swear to God, he was what you call he's at a car dealership in Dallas. So I'm not thinking the nigga done ran out of money or anything like that, but people get jobs and stuff like that. So he said, Trump, I said, dude, I said, and I told my pops, I said, Dad, I think that guy is an Olympic gold medal winner, man. And my dad had told me that, that the dude had kind of told him that he used to run track. I was like, Daddy, I think, damn it, that is him. And when he came back over there, man, I said, dude, I gotta ask you. I said, you drumming that ran up? He's like, yeah, dog, that was me. I said, God, yo, motherfucker, small world. Cool cat,
Oh
very, very
shit.
cool cat. Very, very cool
Oh
cat.
dang. I ain't gonna say what
Oh,
what I
yeah, yeah,
just.
yeah, yeah. I know. I know.
Okay,
I
yeah.
know. I know. I
We
know.
ain't gotta bring we ain't gotta bring that
I
up. We
know.
ain't gotta
I
bring
already
that
know.
up.
I already
We
know
ain't
what you're
gotta
talking
bring
about.
that
I already know. I already know. I already know. He kind of mentioned it a little bit, but I already know. So it
Okay,
is.
yeah.
But again, I digress in my point. Shout out to every single person that is repping Team USA in this Olympics. Hold it down. And you guys are winners. Please, please, please hold it down for the country. I want to see every single person bring home the gold. If you can't bring home the gold, damn it, bring home something. Bring home a medal, something. First, second, third, but bring home something. Let them know the USA still runs this motherfucker. And those are my winners. Let's get to my losers. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't really got no losers, not plural. It's just one person who keeps for the fucking. This has to be like the fifth time he's become a loser on my damn show. Has to be. Fucking Stephen A. Smith yet again.
Oh my
Fucking cool ass.
God.
I'm tired of this motherfucker, bro. At some time, bro, you just shut up, bro. See, you finna make me go on a rant now, bro. Shut the fuck up. God, man. I have never in my life seen somebody that is so much more irritating on television than this guy. And he claims he's doing all of this stuff for black people and whatnot, for all my supporters. You don't do a fucking thing for black folks, bro. You don't. You don't. You don't. What irks me this time is his remarks of what he was saying about the BET Awards, how they had no business honoring OJ Simpson.
Mm. Mm.
Now, people, OJ has passed away. OJ was the juice. OJ was probably one of the greatest running backs ever in the NFL history. Broke records, did a lot of stuff, commercials and whatnot. We know about the incident with his wife. She ended up dying and whatnot. But people, whether you believe he did it or whether you believe that he didn't do it, OJ got acquitted. He got acquitted of the charges. He was a free man. They said at the end of the day, they said it didn't fit. The glove didn't fit. They got to acquit. He walked off. Scot free. Of course, he got into some trouble later on in life, but still, he was free from that situation. Now, nobody's talking about how Bruce Jenner, aka Caitlyn Jenner, killed people in a drunk driving accident.
And hasn't been harassed as much.
Hasn't been harassed as much. Still
Even
got the
before,
cover.
even before he changed, so-called changed his sex. Even before then, was never harassed as much as
Still
OJ.
got the cover of whatever that magazine was, Sports Illustrated, Vogue, whatever the case may be, for Woman of the Year.
I think it was Sports Illustrated
He won
or
Woman of the
ESPN. It
Year.
might have been ESPN the mag. It might have been ESPN the mag.
Again, he won Woman of the Year for his courage.
The first year he became a woman.
But yet, y'all still want to hold this against OJ Simpson. Look, leave the juice alone and let the juice rest in peace. But Stephen A., at some point in time, bro, you have to shut up. Dr. Umar had even said it. He said, dog, at some point you got to pick a side.
No, Faison Love went in
Faison
on
said
him.
it. I heard Dr. Umar said it. I heard my nigga Willie D. Willie D just saying you the ESPN's boy. Corey Holcomb said you the ESPN's boy. Like
Hmm.
for somebody who walks in, I don't know people how many times we seen this shit, man. During the NBA playoffs, he walked in like he was finna dress up a suit up and be in the game. Fucking hot pink suits, hot purple suits. Walking around, strutting around like people really pay attention to you like that. Like smug look on his face. Like that's like to me, he's like the epitome of a fucking dick. And people, this is my show. I know the words that I say on the show do not reflect Big Game Sports Buzz and the BGSE Network, but it's just, it's MCXPRadio. We get kind of real of it. But I'm tired of this motherfucker, bro. I really am. I really, really am. I think at some point, I want to say his time is running out. I want to say.
People still watch it. People still watch. I said how long I've been saying it to stop watching this show, to stop watching it.
I don't watch it.
I didn't say you. I mean, but
No,
I've been
I
saying
hear
it
you.
though, right? Like
But I know. I refuse to. I refuse to.
people gotta stop watching this show. gotta stop watching it.
I may look at a clip or something on YouTube just to hear, whatever this clip was that he might have said about somebody that I might like. Like all that shit that he did with Kyrie Irving, man, nigga, fuck
And
you, bro.
Shannon saved, like I said, Shannon saved him. Shannon Sharp he really saved him by going on there. I think he bought
On
him
first
another
date.
couple. Yes, Shannon Sharp bought him another couple years by agreeing to go to the show.
You gotta watch Shannon too, bro. You gotta watch Shannon too. Real shit.
I haven't necessarily ever had a problem with what Shannon says. I don't know if he said anything that deep or that crazy, that wild or outlandish or whatever. I don't see Shannon Sharp going on Fox News and like kind of agreeing with the Fox News people.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever done that. I don't think so, not to my knowledge. But yeah, Stephen A. goes on Fox News. I mean, I don't know. Stephen A. should just come out as a Trump supporter. Now, me personally, I don't necessarily have a problem with Trump supporters if you want to support Trump. Because people are allowed to support Joe Biden. If they're allowed to support Joe Biden, then they should be allowed to support Trump. Because both of these dudes are equally bad people in their own right. They both have negatives that you can point to.
That's the word you're gonna use. Okay.
Yeah. They both have they both have negatives you can point to, So I mean it depends on, what direction, if you about money or if you about, the economy and stuff like that, you might go one way. If you care more about social issues and just getting over on the social aspect, then you might go the other way. I mean, a lot of women will never vote Republican simply because of the abortion issue. A lot of people are one issue voters.
Yeah.
So, I mean, regardless of getting into politics, we're not even going to get into all that. But Stephen A. though, yeah, I agree with you, bro. Loser.
You're weak, bro. I don't want to please don't give me a reason to put you back on my damn show.
Ouch. Come on, man.
Please. Don't do it, dude. Don't give me a reason to put you back on my damn show. That's MCXPRadio for y'all tonight. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in, logged in with your comments and all that good stuff. Please continue. Shut up, bro.
He will give you another reason.
Shut up. No.
He will.
No.
He can't help
Thank
himself.
you, people. Thank you, people, for liking and subscribing, for hitting the bell for the notifications, all of that good stuff. Please, man, don't say that. Because why she fuck around and do it? We're going to be talking about this shit again. I'm so tired of your ass. I'm so tired of Stephen A. But people, if you suffer from mental health or anything like that, please make sure you get some help. Mental health is real. The stuff is very, 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 very real. Get the help that you need, please, because we want to make sure that everybody is taken care of. Listen to someone who can give you some advice, help you, let you hear some stuff that you need for your life to get better. I usually put a number down there, but check your local organizations and stuff like that, and they can help you out. All that good stuff. For myself, man, for Brian, for all the good stuff, man. Look, we finna head on out. And until next time, go Team USA. Fuck Stephen A. And yeah, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace.
Cruising in a Rari with the hair and nails and toes done. Always keep never gonna give me.
We're gonna make a lot of women mad at this one, but it's alright.
Gonna get a shot at romance. It's kinda too cold.
Yeah.
I'm ice cold.